I'm not good with making these videos without a script. You guys have no idea how many times I like fumble, and then I called quits on it, and I just restart, and I keep losing my mind because I don't know what to say. Different situation from the last video you probably found me in. We couldn't afford the hotel anymore, which, you know, I'd already suspected that. It was just, the math didn't add up. We were not going to make that happen, and besides, Tony bailed on us. One less person to worry about, and one less prick out of my life. Oh my god, I mean, we did sleep out on the street for one night, which was nerve-wracking because, despite I camping out multiple times in my life, there's something different about Florida, I guess, and, God, it's the rustling of the leaves, I think, and I'm like, oh, something's approaching, and keeps me on edge. I've never minded that before, but now I guess I do. Mostly because, I mean, I'd say, no, a little bit above average. A little bit. No, I have fairly good knowledge of how to survive out in the wild, I guess, or it pays to be a handyman, I guess, but I'm by no means some kind of expert. I mean, look at me now, I'm still dependent on flashlights, my phone, computer, still have that. I'm surprised and thankful it has not been stolen yet. Who knows if that'll change. I just feel really vulnerable. If I haven't before in the past month, I feel really vulnerable now, out in a tent. Though I am camping for different reasons. Like I said, we spent one night out in the streets, set up a tent, had to make a few adjustments, and then we traveled 2 cities over to stay with my roommate's mom. I, however, have decided to camp out in a tent, sleep in a tent, and because she wouldn't allow my cat Garfield to, which I know, what a creative name, and I'm not sure if I brought him up before. He's the last of the 2 litters of kittens that I found in my backyard garden. And I don't want to surrender him. I gave so much just to get to Florida. Originally it was just to move out, but now we're in Florida because of a Ouija board. So, I'm not taking any more hits. I decided no, I'm not. How is it possible that I had to give up 2 cats and I lost my dragon to possibly him running out or the dog ate him? And I gave up so many belongings. Really tried to narrow everything down. And life demands that I apparently am not cutting out enough. And I'm like, no, this is bullshit. My entire life, living with my mom, I reduced from having half a closet to a cabinet. A plastic cabinet. So like a fourth of your general closet, I guess. Average closet. And I'm not talking big closet either, like to store clothes in. And now I reduce somehow to the size of what I can carry on my back in a backpack. It sucks. I just want a normal life, and I'm not sure how to get there. And if you tell me to work my ass off in today's economy, you're not taking my situation seriously, so I'm not taking your advice seriously. That is a fucking joke. The only way to get ahead is with roommates that work together. At least in my situation, because I have no extended family members, no aunts, cousins, nothing. It was just the family I lived with and I. And the family I lived with sucked. So I really have to fend for myself with the roommates I have come to stick with. I don't mean for this to become a series. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make those previous videos public again for you guys to piece together an entire story, because that's not the point of this. That is not sort of. I summarize heavily. There's a lot of details that I leave out day to day. But right now I'm just dealing and accepting the fact that we will be here for at least a month. So if need be, I will camp out here for a month. It sucks because it gets really cold at night. And that's just, I don't know. Yeah, I'm making the best of it. I roll with, somehow I keep rolling with the punches that life gives me. But every now and then, I don't really have any friends I can talk to. I don't have anybody I can tell my troubles to, so this is a last resort kind of effort to take some weight off my shoulders. The last thing I need is a snake to crawl through my freaking tent. What the fuck is going on outside? I'm on edge, like I tell you. And I feel like I'm taking somehow a big leap by speaking so loudly. When it's so quiet outside, and then with all the leaves rustling and animals that pass by, I'm like, oh, I'm toast. I'm gonna die out here. I'm gonna encounter some weird Floridian animal, and I'm gonna contract some kind of disease or be injected with the venom and die. And I mean, shit, let's not forget the fact that I am on my own here. I don't know anybody, nobody knows me. And I'm not sure if I should be saying this, but wow, it is on my mind day to day. If I disappear, nobody would notice. Nobody would care. I truly, really have stooped down another level I didn't even imagine possible to be a nobody. And yet I keep going. What is that driving force that keeps me trotting forward? Some people tell me I'm a fighter, and I don't feel like I am. I don't. That's just the truth of it. I don't. maybe it is an irrational fear, but I feel like, I've seen the dog rip up my tent earlier. Any animal could just rush right into the tent, straight into it, and cause a whole lot of chaos in here. I don't want that. I don't want that. While my life has improved in some minor ways, it keeps falling and falling, and what's worse is that it's unpredictable. It really is. I could not have seen this coming. If you asked me 3 months ago if I would be homeless, I would laugh. I really would. Maybe. Actually, I'm not sure how I would respond. If you told me we would be in Florida because of a Ouija board, I would really laugh. I would. I'm still accepting that. I'm still processing that. And the harsh, rash decisions that all the adults that enter my life keep taking. They seem childish, immature, irrational. And I ask myself, can I really truly fend for myself? If I try not to rely on these people? I don't think so. But I'm not sure what's gonna happen. The 1 month timer part comes from my roommate who finally did her taxes, so now maybe we're on the final stretch of this shitty journey. Her tax return might be able to get us into some place, whether that be an apartment or a home. I don't know. All I know is that is the jumping pad I need to then move out and get better roommates. Another leap of faith, and I don't know. The other day, a few weeks ago, what popped up on my YouTube recommendation was some talk about from an elderly guy that seemed like he knows what the fuck he's talking about. And it was a discussion about, like, a 1-to-1 with the camera like this, what you're seeing. That the worst thing that's probably happened to you is the most recent thing or something like that. I'd probably link it in the description. He explains it way better, but when you see a baby, on their stumpy legs, and they're learning to crawl, and they slip, they bump their head and they start crying because that is the worst thing that has happened to them in their lives. No, it isn't. All the other adults would probably laugh around the room. And, not like laugh in a mean way, but, it's cute. But I guess life, it really is a journey that you may think a certain situation is the worst thing that has happened to you, a divorce, you lose your home. Or who knows what else. and you think that is the worst thing that could have happened to you. No, it isn't. It's not. Life keeps going, and he explains it way better, like I said. I'm really summarizing here, and I think I gotta go back and watch that video, because honestly, it's another little piece that's kept me going. Maybe there is a light at the end of the road, and we can hope that it's not the lights of a train. I don't know. Hard to talk to anybody in person or online. And it sucks. I haven't been able to draw, and that's just what I want to do. We were facing the decision of surrendering my cat, but how life really does work in mysterious ways, because the very next day it's like the situation went from hard to a bit softer. And you know what? I'm accepting this. I will keep camping out here. I don't care if I wake up at night. I don't really mind too much the edge I have to go through. I just need those simple stresses in my life right now. I mean, right now I just uploaded it was gonna be 2 applications, but I guess they only accept 1 at a time. I'm still making strides, but right now I want to camp because I want to be alone. But you know, everyone gets lonely every once in a while. To apply to a movie theater, I had to have a previous experience in what was it called? Something ridiculous. I think it was like to be a banker or something, and I was like baffled, really. What kind of bullshit is that to work at a movie theater? What do you know? What do you know? I really did try looking for jobs left and right. I went from Target to Walmart, and nobody wanted to hire because it was too close to a university. And everyone kept telling me that, no, stop. No. Over here. Yep, over here. Come on. In here. In here. I know we'll find a place soon, and, well, he'll be able to roam wherever he wants. But right now... Yep. You're alright, you're alright. Oh. What's up? Like I was saying, the university students are like vultures trying to find jobs around the area, and you're not sitting on my laptop now. Really? Come on. Get back on in here. Yeah, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Oh. Okay. See, he's the most cuddly cat I've ever seen, and I wasn't much of a cat person back then. I can't give him up. He is one of a kind, and I should probably rename him. Garfield was a joke name because we all thought, in my family, that he was a fat fuck. And, I mean, he is. Cuddly as hell, too, and, I haven't fed him lasagna yet, but I'm very sure he would definitely eat it. He's a little sneaky fucker that likes to eat my food. But I can't stay mad at him. Anywho. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to see if I can open up commissions, if I can get myself to draw. And, take it day by day, like I said. Earlier today, I mean, for the past 3 days, I've been looking at Craigslist posts trying to find a bike because I had to backtrack on a few steps we made. I had to give back the bike that I borrowed. So now I'm bikeless, but it doesn't seem like it matters. The job I'm applying to is just a 15-minute walk, but it feels like forever because there's no sidewalks. Which, you never see that in Colorado. At least I think. You'll only see that in, like, fields where people are looking to buy properties, too. And it's just a bunch of rabbit holes, or... No, not weasels. Prairie dogs. It's astonishing to me that there's neighborhoods that have no sidewalks. It's just road and a little divot on the side of the road of grass, which, up to you if you want to stand in the moist, definitely wet, deeper end, or by the road where there's supposed to be a sidewalk, or on the other side where so far nobody's yelled at me for getting off their property, but it's in the back of my mind. Yeah, no, I don't know. A bike, it covers transportation. So that's what I've been focusing on. And earlier today I bought one off of Craigslist, but it turns out it was just a guy trying to get rid of his trash and handing it to somebody else. At least I made him bring it down from 30 to 20. And after I realized, oh shit, well, I mean, I'm a bike expert. I can make it work. It requires me to buy another set of tools, even though I have some in storage. Making a lot of unnecessary buys and spending and whatnot, which is something I can't really afford to do right now. And just too much labor for a shitty bike that I don't really like anyway. I ended up my bad. I ended up selling it off to the pawn shop and getting $30 back. So, hey, 50% profit, I guess. I don't know. I wonder, maybe it's just the late hours of night that it's getting to me, but I wonder if I'm worthy of being an artist. And a lot of you people might look at me like, Well, where the hell did that come from? I don't know, my art means a lot to me, and I've found it more difficult trying to even make it easier in life to just find time to myself and draw. And now I'm here and I have all the time, and I realize, well, shit, why am I not drawing? It's been 3 days, I think. I should get to that. But it's like a creative flow that keeps getting disrupted as soon as it starts reaching its peak, and I can keep a steady stream that is interrupted, and then it goes down, plummets down once again. And I mean, it's still there, I guess. Right now I'm just processing things, like I said. I just want the time away from the world, but I do want people to know what's going on in my mind. What the hell was that? I know that was a loud car blasting loud music. I'm like, why? In a quiet ass neighborhood, why? I don't know, that's just a pet peeve of mine. I've been living next to a neighborhood where people did that all the time at night for 12 years. I guess Colorado and Florida, and it maybe every other single place on Earth shares a few things in common. Not sure what else to do. Draw, like I said. I don't feel like I'm worthy to be an artist. And it's hard, I guess. I don't really receive a lot of compliments. It's hard to keep that going when, and in many ways, it's like, well, here, in real life, I don't have a lot of people to talk to. I don't really have much support. I'm mostly fending for myself, and I mean, it's ridiculous, the demand, I guess, from life itself, that you just gotta keep carrying on even when nobody else does. One can only do that for so long, right? For so long. What I need to do is start maybe not a list. Not a document, maybe a journal where I just write down all the compliments I receive. Because I mean, there's so few that I don't think I could miss them, and shit, maybe I could retrace my steps online and find a few. I don't know. Look at me, being desperate. I don't know. It is what it is. It is what it is, what it is. I can't give him up too. I made a promise to myself to. Third time's the charm. The first kitten I found, my mom ended up killing it. Whether on purpose or an accident, I can't make up my mind. She couldn't have been stupid, right? Because I know for a fucking fact. I told her cats are allergic to limes. Or it's dangerous to give limes to cats, and she fed it lime juice. And it being an infant, I saw it try to fight for life in front of my eyes, in my hands. And my mom told me to grow the fuck up. First one. It was my favorite kitten, and I found two, but the second one I found, it died the night after, and then this one, the first one, died by the end of the month. Garfield, he's third time's a charm. All the other kittens, I've given them up to better homes, but I asked God just for one cat, and he gave me 2 litters and killed the first one. My favorite one. It probably doesn't make sense to any of you guys, but I made myself a promise. A nonverbal promise, something beyond words that I just can't give him up. And I gotta give him the best life I can. No. As I lie here in this tent, I'm not sure what I want to make of my life anymore. I try to find good jobs. I want to be a security guard. I think I would make a great security guard. An excellent one, but haven't had a good chance to. Transportation, I'm pretty damn. It's just a lot you gotta consider, and it's not as easy as 1, 2, 3. Homeless, get a home. If life were that easy, everyone would be millionaires. Broke? Get some money. And I probably sound like a bitch. Like I'm bitching and complaining, but sometimes it just feels good to bitch and complain, okay? Some things, yeah, I know what to do. I just finished an application for a job. I don't fucking care. I'll do retail again. I fucking hate it, but it's what I'm good at. Home ownership, though? With no family members whatsoever, me being on my own and doing a minimum wage job, which is lower than Colorado's minimum wage. Yeah, I think... Keep yes-anding me to death. I think you can do it. I don't know. I'm putting this out there to the world because I just don't give a shit who watches anymore. Because I'm sure that, I mean, if I don't want to sound like a dick, but if I really followed the Facebook level ass quotes sort of surface level bullshit advice that a lot of people in my life have given me, no, I would be better off shotgunning, French kissing a shotgun. I would be better off doing that. Anyway, I think I should call it quits here. This video is long as is, and the last one was a freaking hour long. I don't know what it got over me. A month at most. Nope, at least a month. I'm not sure if I can draw tonight. I'm gonna do this interview tomorrow and see what they tell me. Hopefully I get the job because I mean, I hate that I have to keep lowering my standards for myself, doing shittier and shittier jobs, making lower and lesser progress. But, I mean, people keep yes-anding me to death, I guess. Maybe. And then who would they blame when it doesn't turn out the way they told me it would? They would blame me for taking their advice, which is just, that's what I'm trying to do. Not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to say is, I'm not trying to run around in circles. I've done it for so long in my life, I've grown sick of it. And I'm not sure if I did the right call here, or if I was fucked from the start. People today would call me mad, crazy maybe, but maybe people in the future, they would call me a genius. No, why would they? To their eyes, they only saw that I impulsively moved in with a bunch of people, and that's it. We may never know. Maybe he went through a bunch of plans with multiple people and meticulously considered every detail, and people would just not come through with their promises. But who knows, right? Who knows? I racked my brain around this, and I think this was the best shot I had. But did I have really any control? Whether my roommate believed a Ouija board or not. If things were different, we wouldn't be here in Florida. But would we be better off, or is this the best I can do? These are just questions that I'm asking myself, and God, why am I rambling? I'm doing that shit again. Nobody cares about these talks. I mean, shit. I'm out here in the wilderness, on my own, with my cat. Back on Earth, back to Earth. I'll get through this. Like I told my roommate, when we first started off packing our stuff in, planning out this Florida trip. It'll be a rough storm, maybe, but if we can weather it long enough, we'll find a way out. If we can make it through this storm, we can make it out. Make a way out. Make it out. You know what I'm saying. Thank you for watching, I guess. I don't know, if you have watched this video in its entirety, then props to you. It's great to know that there's people out there that don't have room temperature IQs and attention spans bigger than goldfish, but bigger, longer, whatever. I'm tired. I need sleep. It's gonna get cold in a few hours, unbearably cold, and I'm gonna wake up and do it all over again. I should try drawing what I wanted to do, what I had envisioned when I first moved out. I realized all the opportunities, the power I had in my hands. I could set up my own merch line. I think people would like the designs I come up with. I don't know, I see people's merch lines or pass by Hot Topic back home, and I was like, this is the best people can put on a t-shirt? That shit seems bland. It seems boring. The fuck? That's me going on a little rant, though, about design. I'm not sure if I could do any better, right? I can't think of any ideas off the top of my head, but I know I've had that thought in my head multiple times. I'm like, this is the best you can put on a t-shirt. It's so boring. It might look cool to some people, but really? Who am I, though? Don't take my opinion seriously. Take it with a grain of salt, because this is coming from a guy who wears a blue shirt and jeans like 24/7. Simple colors. I don't really dress for style. I dress for comfort. And, I don't know. One size to oversized jeans. One size over oversized jeans. I don't know. I just wear baggy clothes. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching, I guess. Hopefully this situation gets better. Hopefully I can do something with my life. Yeah, no, now that I say that, I'm like, is it possible to make something of my life right now? What the fuck can I do out at night in a tent? What can I do? Am I not seeing clearly? Is there something I can actually do? Can I just buy a home? Can I just get everything I need, get set up, do my own thing? No, but I do have a laptop, and I can post more art. And do the whole shitty cycle again. I'm not a social media guy. I thought I was warming up to it, and I was doing a good job posting when I first moved out. But now I'm in this whole ass side quest. And I just want it to be over already. Alright, final time, for real. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I'm not a YouTuber. I don't know what the fuck to say as a as an ending card. Fucking good night.